What's up, Laker fans? The Lakers did an excellent job of executing their game plan against James Harden in their comeback win against Houston. Let's take a closer look. But first, click the link in the description to save 10% off of your first order with Vivid Seats. You'll save some money on tickets and you'll be helping me out too. Instead of trying to stay in front of Harden, Lakers defenders bellied up to his left shoulder. The purpose of this is to make his step-back threes as difficult as possible. I've asked Luke Walton about this, and his philosophy is that if you let him drive, teammates can rotate to try and stop him. But if you let him shoot that step-back cleanly, no one can help you. Reggie Bullock was particularly good at this, and Harden only made one of these when it was executed properly. Bullock was the main guy responsible for defending Harden and combined his size with effort and intelligence. Cruz had a nice possession staying on Harden's left shoulder as well. Ingram uses the same principle but doesn't have to play him as closely because of his length. He only defended Harden a couple of times but forced this airball on one of those possessions. Harden missed these against smaller defenders like KCP and Rondo too. I believe that these are more just Harden missing shots because I think you need to have a defender with length to actually bother him, but the smaller guys did what they could. LeBron squares up to him on this one rather than sitting on his left shoulder, and Harden knocks down the clean look. This is why you sit on his left shoulder. One of the dangers of doing this is fouling Harden down low by walking underneath him or hitting his arm while contesting high. That only happened once in this game. The perimeter defenders for the Lakers did an excellent job of staying disciplined. The Lakers also picked up Harden full court for much of the game. This is usually done at the NBA level as a way of wearing a guy down rather than forcing turnovers, but the Lakers drew offensive fouls on both Harden and his screeners. You're going to give up drives to the basket when you shade a guy, so the bigs have to rotate to help and the wings have to help the helper. Part of the value of shading a player in one direction is that you know which way he's going to drive to the basket, so you can determine how you want to rotate ahead of time rather than having to react. The Lakers had LeBron cheating off of PJ Tucker for most of the game, and he does a nice job of walling off Harden for a drive here while doing that. Then you have to scramble to close out on shooters on the weak side like Ingram does here. He's particularly good at that due to his length. Houston tried to get Harden the ball coming off of curls in an effort to get defenders off of his left shoulder, but the Lakers' small ball bigs were on top of their rotations. This was LeBron's best defensive performance since he's returned from injury. If everyone does their job on these, the most open shot available is going to be the floater with the perimeter defender on Harden's hip. He did make those at a solid rate, but he tried to force that step back more often than not. The Lakers changed their pick and roll coverages a few times during the game. They were hedging and recovering early on with Kuzma, where his job is to stay in front of Harden for just long enough so Bullock can recover, which he does here. Then Kuzma recovers back to his guy. But if Kuz gets too wide on that hedge, Harden can split it like he does on this one. The Lakers also ran some drop coverages, as Houston ran a lot of their double ball screen sets to counter what the Lakers were doing. JaVale's job is to contain Harden on his drive, while the weak side wing tags the roll man. And this is what happens when the weak side wing is late on that rotation. But all in all, the Lakers did a fantastic job of executing their game plan on Harden. He's a unique player, so their strategy against him isn't really applicable to anybody else, but that isn't really the point. This is the first game in quite some time where the Lakers players and coaches were on the same page, and if they continue to do that, they're going to get back to being the defensive team that they were earlier in the season. Laker Film Room is dedicated to helping you experience the Lakers on a deeper level. If you'd like to support the work that we do, please click either the Venmo or Patreon links below. Alright, that'll do it for this one. I'll catch you guys next time.